Hello everyone, my name is Emily Smith and today I'm here to discuss with you my observation report. For my report I chose to, talk about child behavior with the kids who stay at home all day with the legal guardian versus a child who goes to daycare in between the ages of 1 and 3. As most of you know, this is when a child begins to develop real life skills, whether it be listening, sharing, interacting with others, and just becoming their own human and gaining their personality. With that being said, my assumption for this observation was that I think that kids that go to daycare will have better behavior skills than kids who stay at home with their mom or dad or guardian all day, just because they might not have the socialization skills. They probably get away with a lot more than being at a daycare facility, and their overall behavior is just not up to par as if the kid who goes to daycare and does all of that stuff, like interacting with every kid, sharing, talking, listening to others that isn't their mom or dad or legal guardian. So that's a huge aspect of that. My methods for this project were I am a full-time babysitter and a part-time nanny. I nanny this girl 3 times a week. She goes to preschool the other 2 days a week, and her behavior is just phenomenal compared to the other kids that I babysit for that are with their parents all the time and don't listen to me coming in as a babysitter and caring for them as well, but they just don't know how to listen. So I took 3 kids from each age, 3 from 1-year-olds, 3 from 2-year-olds, and 3 from 3-year-olds, and compared them to each other and saw how they acted and really what their behavioral skills were and how they were lacking in the listening aspect, the sharing maybe for 1 or 2-year-olds, and just overall their behavior. My results for this project were, of course, the child who goes to daycare all day, well, not all day, could be even half a day, is better behaved than the kid who stays at home with their legal guardian. I found this to be true because as talking to the parents and as just talking amongst myself about this observation, that the kids who stay at home, they tend to get away with a lot more. They tend to be more attached to the screen because that's some parents' way of getting out of being a parent. I find most of the time, and kids who go to daycare, they have interaction skills. Their behavior skills all around, respecting other people who aren't their parents, is just great compared to the people who keep their kids at home and their children don't really know how to act around other adults when they're talking to them and oh no, not a little Sally, you can't be playing with that toy, and they're like, why can't I play with that knife? I want to play with it. Kids just don't understand how to respect other people besides their parents when they're so used to having their parents around at all times. With all of that being said, in conclusion to my discussion, I'm happy my hypothesis was right, and I understand kids more from where they come from and also from the parents' perspective of somewhat why they don't send their child to daycare and some why they do, to get the interaction and behavior skills and listening skills and socialization because that's so important being a young kid. I'm a firm believer of daycare or preschool centers that teach, discipline, have interaction with other kids versus my kids staying home all day. Although I'm not a mother yet, but when I do have the time to have kids and I get married one day, I will be sending my kid to daycare. Thank you all for listening so much, and I hope this was a good topic to discuss.